So, who's ready for the Elite Four?
I don't know why.
Now, I have a script for these battles. I should say a flowchart. Because guess what? If I move slightly outside of this flowchart order, I lose. Like, period. Even at level 100, yeah. Even at level 100. We're talking one-hit kills on a super effective. So, you know. These Pokemon, I believe, Umbralfa, you said that these look like they're all perfect EVIVs?
For the most part, I'd be very shocked if they weren't.
Yeah. They are, a problem. Here we go. This one's not as much of a problem. She has some options that can really fuck up our flow, but they're not like major issues. Now, unfortunately, because I have to do 5 nearly perfect battles in a row, we could have some potential problems. Okay, that went well. Now we switch to Bentula. Because paralysis, Phantom Force. See? Now, Gyarukaru is a huge problem if you are not type advantaged. Enormous! Because that Pokemon doesn't give a shit what your resistances are. It will destroy you. That stupid little thing.
Yep, because Mimikyu is a glass cannon with really high special attack, and Gyarados, which it's mixed with, is a really high attack. So it just means all attacks it's doing are just really strong.
So here's where we have problems, is the randoms, the flinches. Do you get me? The flinches. The flinches. No, this is actually going very well. I don't know what your problem is. This is going ideally. Flinch is only like a 15 to 20% chance, but it will happen most of the time. No. So Milatina has Destiny Bond for some reason. No, it's the next one that has Destiny Bond. And is it? Well, one of these Pokemon does. That's the one we have to worry about. Okay.
Ooh, the random
Things,
crit.
yeah, things are always going the wrong direction. Okay. We're gonna heal. See, that wasn't even a weakness attack, but it still did over almost 150 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna give this a shot. Now, I did give 9 Inch Nails the Black Sludge, because that will prove to be very frustrating for the enemy trainers in a lot of cases.
Yes. As you learn on your own.
Yes. This is why we have the Hyper Potions. Full restores are for in the battle. Now, unfortunately, I checked around. Ain't a single fucking Ether Berry in the entire game where I could find it. Not a single one.
That's always the best.
And I read that it's basically random and you just wait for them to respawn for 24 hours. I literally did not have time to do that. So, you know, we just You just gotta be careful. What are we doing? Right, switching. Bong Water takes head. Because this guy has, well, fire types. Now, the grass typing we've got only reduces the fire type attacks to a normal resist. Fuck you. But Bong Water is also very tanky with a very high defense.
Yeah, Bong Water is like crazy good in that respect.
By the way, during my testing of this, I at one point caught him in a heal loop where he used 17 full restores. So I think they just full restore arbitrarily as the AI wishes to. I used all my full restores in the test run on the one Pokemon.
Geez.
Okay, next is, yes, Incubus. So Armazor is not levitating. There we go. Ideal. No, we don't switch until Kraloth comes out. And there's your fix against the Indomitables.
Mm-hmm.
We don't switch until Kraloth. You might think, oh, level 100, you're going to breeze through this. I'm not going to breeze through this. This is going to be really hard. 9-inch nails. Now, this is one of those cases where we kind of squeeze by. In my notes, I actually have, for the turn order here, note, switch to 9-inch nails against that fucking asshole Kraloth.
There's a reason why I said to pick up a Laleep, because Laleep is a monster of a Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's playing hard to get. There we go. All right. Yes, I will switch back to 9-inch nails. It's probably going to still use U-turn. We are not going to take any chances on using too many revives. Yeah. Now there's a bug with U-turn where it's going to be invisible until I damage it next. Oh, well, until that happens too, I guess. Yeah, sure. It's going to do that anyways. Oh my god.
You gotta love it.
Are you seeing the whole pattern? Why are you rooting against me? You don't have to root for me, just don't root against me. That's the deal. God. My job is done. To wear you down. And use your resources. Okay. Now Incubus needs to be in front. Oh my god. I read Kinkfish for a second. I was like, wow, okay. Do what you like.
You do.
Clefray. That means I switch to Bentula. Because of that fucking moonbeam. It's because of the moonbeam that I had to switch to Bentula, because guess what? That will one-hit KO a level 100 ground Pokemon.
Yeah, it's really strong.
And now we use a Hyper Potion again. Ventula's a little fragile. And this is not going my way. This luck is really bad, actually. There we go. There were 4 upkeep steps in there. Houndsing is also a problem. That's where we bring in Volcate. Because that fire typing is a pain in my ass. But it doesn't matter because it's not very hardy. Yes, we switched. This was actually the most complicated flowchart stage. I switched to a different Pokemon on every one of these because they all had it set up. Oh boy. Okay, it's okay. They all had it set up so the next Pokemon the AI would use would exploit the weaknesses of whichever Pokemon you had that exploited the previous one's weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep Ferroris out. Of course it hurt itself. That's bad. Not good. It's not disastrous, but it's not good either. Now, I would like to use Destiny Bond, but I don't believe our speed is high enough to guarantee it. But now we can survive it. Fuck! He's the wrong move. Yep. Yup. That wasn't the move I meant to use. All right, Incubus, let's hope you can tank this. Doesn't matter, your speed is high enough.
Or just that.
There we go. Okay, this is the final Elite Four. First full restore. And 2 revives, because we have to have our full team against this. Okay, so first we want Ferroris in front. And then on kill, you immediately switch out. Immediately. There is no choice here. If I keep Ferroris in, it will die immediately. Okay. Ow. You switched your fucking order. Okay. Well. There it is.
Such a violent move, by the way.
It is. It's great. Switch to Volcate. Dark Knight. That's the wrong move. Which one did I use? I can't remember why I put Volcate in here. I think it's because everything else I have just gets annihilated. Well, I don't need Volcate against the rivals team, so you fucker. A critical, of course you had a critical.
Of course.
There we go. No, I'm halfway through my revives. Volcagiot. Yes, we switch back to Incubus. Oh, right, that's the wrong one. All right, we have to switch back to Volcate and hope we don't die. That was a resistance move. I'm fire type. I don't know how that doesn't resist. Sorry, I'm mad. Sometimes that just happens, like out of nowhere. Is a move you're supposed to resist, you just don't resist.
I'm pretty sure it's because you're fire bug, which means it hits normally.
Oh, well, there it is. I'm probably just doing the math wrong. Yeah, this is a slog. Now I'm betting it's going to have a full restore. Oh no, you actually decided to run out this time. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Look, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm a little salty, but it's not all salt. Some of this is brutal. Is this a flying type again? There it is. And that's why we have Psychic Headbutt. And this asshole... I got really lucky on those two flinches.
Yuto, who's a good little lizard, oh, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. I got really lucky there.
That was insane.
I'm sorry, Earthquake doesn't affect you? Excuse me?
Yeah, he's all flying.
What the fuck? I must have used a different Pokemon. Will you stop that? Thank you. Let's switch back to Longwater. Let's get some free healing. And Hydro Pump. There we go. Okay. So here's the weird thing. Who governs this organization? Who's in charge?
Don't remember, but more or less they're self-governed.
That would explain why they do a lot of, I guess we'll just do it this way. Shit, you know?
It's very survival of the fittest, just because they happen to be really good and
in charge.
Just have a better team. Then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be in charge.
Yeah, but then they gang up on somebody. So, I mean, you know, I guess that's a fairly realistic concentration of power organization. That's exactly what they would do. Is they would establish the organization by trouncing everybody. Then they would make the rules so you have to fight them all at once. Okay, this asshole is not a problem this time. And now we switch to Pharaohorus and hope we get really lucky. We got really lucky.
Oh.
Now, here's where it starts to hurt a little. There's only one thing we can really do against this with our team composition.
Holy shit, bro.
Bam. And now from here... Woo! That hurt. This guy's a real problem. This man is a real problem right here. But not this time. It was a real problem last time because it flinched me every single time it did something. Because apparently I had like 2 flinch attacks.
Really,
and I lost
do not believe in him and he cannot hurt you.
Exactly. It is a god to a non-believer. Like that, this Pokemon has resisted Bone Throw the best out of any Pokemon in this entire world. It's... There you go.
No, that can't be. You be my best. After all that work to become Pokemon Chip. My rate is over already. It's not fair.
Got 6,900. Nice.
What a fitting amount to get.
Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it, you're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it.
Can't you just like go back around? Go back to the Pokemon Center, just do this over and over again?
Ray. So, you won. Congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. You beat my grandson's ass. Good for you. You've grown up so much since you first left Banner Town. Ray, you have come of age. Blue, I'm disappointed. I came when you heard you beat the Elite Four. But when I got here, you had already lost. Blue, do you understand why you lost? You've forgotten to treat your Pokemon with trust and love.
Actually, no, you lost because you had the worst team composition, and I set up for Glass Cannon build. Never mind.
Without them, you will never become a champ again. Ray, you understand that your victory is not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Ray, come with me.
Why do you have any authority here?
Congratulations, Ray. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame.
How do you sound like that?
Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Ray, you have endeavored hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations, Ray. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers. Yay! 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 Yay!
Still quite the team.
I think that's pretty cool. I did it.
Yeah, you
I did
You
it.
beat your first Pokemon game.
I beat my first Pokemon game. It's not even an official Pokemon game. I'm posting this on
Yeah.
Twitter, by the way.
It may as well be.
Okay, there we go.
You did a good job, Redia. We are also proud. Smile.
Thank you.
So we will never forget that this game threw comp teams at you and utterly destroyed you after spending the entire game previously throwing Caterpies at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, 42 hours. Too bad it didn't take 69. Well, Frogman, damn good job. Damn good job, everyone who contributed to this game. Thank you so much for your really hard work. Also, all of these names will be completely defunct after the stupid Discord shit goes through. All of them. Anyway, that was really fun. That was really fun. I expected me to have to do that 3 or 4 times, honestly. Thankfully, I lined up another game, but I really expected a lot more effort being required for that last one. But I did spend around 6 hours grinding and team building, so... Oh no, Nick, we're done. We're done with Pokémon Infinite Fusion. I may not be done with it, but we're done with it. We're not switching entirely off the topic of Pokemon yet, though. I want to talk about Pokemon because I think I have an interesting perspective on it. No, we're done. I did the main quest line of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. We're done. So,
Really, I want to watch you fight Whitney.
well, if I continue and I fight Whitney, I'll let you know, baby. I can stream it to you. So let's just bring me up here. So I talked about this at the beginning of the playthrough, and I mentioned it a couple times on the way through, but I'd like to bring it up again because it's important to know, I think. This is my first Pokemon game that I actually played more than an hour or two of. No, thank you. I've bounced off the Pokemon games half a dozen times. I tried with Crystal. I tried with Black and White. I tried with X and Y. Then Sun and Moon. And I briefly tried Sword and Shield. Okay, this is the sixth attempt. I didn't play more than an hour of any of them because I just didn't get it. Now, the reason I think I just didn't get it is because I didn't really... This is, I think, a flaw with Pokemon. I don't think they convey properly what kind of game Pokemon is. They convey what kind of game they want it to be, which is a frequent installment collection game. That's the kind of game they want it to be. That's not the kind of game it is. The kind of game it is a medium to medium high complex single to multiple unit strategy game. That's what it is. It's a turn-based strategy game. And if I'd known that, I think I wouldn't have bounced off as hard. Now you might be saying, Radiant, why didn't you know that? You can see the battles all the time. Well, yes, but do you know how many hidden mechanics there are in Pokemon games? And I don't mean like secrets you only find out later. I mean shit it never tells you about. Never. There's a lot. And the stuff it tells you a little bit about, EVs, IVs, etc., is buried behind dozens of hours of gameplay. And frankly, it looks from a distance to be very shallow. To its detriment, I think. I do believe that if Pokemon had simply had an advanced tutorials option, or like an NPC series of quests you could do, or people you could talk to who would give you advanced information about the game, I would absolutely have gotten more into it. Now, that being said, after putting some time into this game, I did try Violet, and I enjoyed that because the added layer of the open world and the various activities you can pursue and the relative freedom of choice appealed to me a lot. And that one is the next Pokemon game I'm going to play starting next Wednesday. But as for right now, that's all I can really say about Pokemon. This game introduced the fusion mechanic, and that gave me the incentive to push through my difficulties. That plus the wonderful help of these lovely two people, my lovely partner Mono Bay, and my wonderful friend Umbralfa, who helped me along and introduced me to like, oh yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of shit it's just not telling you.
This is true.
So I want to thank you too. I am now into Pokemon. I've been standing on the sidelines getting real bad FOMO. Absolutely, like Orion. I've been getting real bad FOMO for years. When my mom gave me and my brother 2 Game Boys, not Game Boy Colors, Game Boys, She gave him Pokemon Yellow, and she gave me Tetris. And that was a foundational moment in my life. And I wonder what kind of person I would be if I had gotten Pokemon Yellow instead. Not a good thing, not a bad thing. It's just different. I'd be a different person. Anyway. How'd I do? How'd I do, Umbrappa? How'd I do?
You honestly did about as well as I expected towards, like, the negative side of things. But in a good way. It was in a entertaining way.
Meaning I didn't make the fuck-ups that I shouldn't have made.
Yeah, like, the fuck-ups that you shouldn't have made, you didn't. The fuck-ups I expected you to make over and over and over again, you continued to, even 42 hours into the game.
Okay, well, I tried.
You did, and you did a really good job. You were able to beat the Elite Four. You found a way of doing it. And yes, it was a non-conventional way of doing it, but you did find... Yeah.
What's the conventional way of doing it?
The conventional way of doing it is like... So it's like a more complex version of what you did, creating a spreadsheet of figuring out, oh, this beats this in one hit, this beats this in one hit, this beats this in one hit, and go from there.
No, I didn't. No, he didn't, Nick. Well, I did it. I did it. I did
You did
it.
do it.
I did it.
You did.
I did it. Okay.
And I'm proud of you. And it was awesome.
Thank you. So that was Pokemon Infinite Fusion. We're not done with the stream. We just started the stream. Umbrella, have you ever heard of a little game called Shadows of Doubt?
I actually have not.
So, we're going to switch over to Shadows of Doubt.